All right, y'all. I'm back to have a quick discussion with y'all real quick. I'm not here to talk about no drama, first of all. So if you come in here being dramatic, if you come in here talking about that other stuff, then because I'm not gonna sit and talk about it for days and days and hours and hours. I'm not gonna do it. I don't sit and hash on stuff. Like that's what y'all do. Y'all sit and y'all talk about the same thing for days and days and hours and hours and hours, and then the next thing you know, you're creating your own fucking nightmare and problems in your own life. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna make sure and make it a point to myself and make a vow to myself to not allow my enemies to get me caught up like that. Like literally, you do something, 5 minutes later, we over it, we done, we keeping it moving. We ain't got time for it. So nobody's gonna stay on this stuff for hours and days. But what I wanted to come and talk to you guys about was what does happiness feel like? Okay. I want to talk about this. I'm gonna take my charger down here real quick and because I'm preparing me something to eat. Does she have the charger for my phone? Have you seen it? So, what does happiness feel like? The reason why I wanted to come and discuss this is because I'm noticing a lot of very unhappy people. Now, a lot of the people that I feel that I'm dealing with, from what I have seen, a lot of the signs that are on their bodies and a lot of the things that what they say is that most of them are addicted to some kind of pill. Okay. At least half of my enemies that I have issues with, I know for a fact, and it has been confirmed that they have a pill habit. So, happiness possibly feels like a pill to some people. In fact, there are a lot of people that are on Prozac, that are on antidepressants. Their mind and their bodies cannot function without some kind of, drug or pharmaceutical. Now, what I've noticed is that people that have this tendency to be this way, they cause a lot of drama. That's just like just recently. What did I do to get CPS called on me? Nothing. I brought my baby home to safety, is what I did. So that didn't denote a defects call, honey. You can't call defects. That's the whole point. That's why I was screenshotting. You can't call defects for me protecting my children. It's like, well, what's the incident? What happened? Literally nothing. Okay, so it's so obvious that the people that we are dealing with are very, very miserable. So I wanted to come and talk about how it feels to be happy. What does that feel like? Well, you can't know what happiness feels like unless you know what sadness feels like, unless you know what desperation feels like. You can't know what being an unfulfilled person is unless you have been fulfilled. So a lot of these people that I deal with that are miserable, their life has lacked fulfillment. And guys, I really need to find my charger. So give me a second. I think, is that it over there? Nope, here it is. I found it. Yeah, so I think that it's extremely ungodly for people to just decide that you're going to question God's order. You're questioning God's order. You're questioning everybody because you need to question yourself. Okay? So, what does true happiness feel like? True happiness feels to me like a very, very warm hug all throughout your body. And I always say that, hold on, guys, I got to put the phone down because I'm over here fixing my plate. I have always said that when I take a shower, I feel like this tingling sensation through my body. Okay. I'm also a very fast healer. That's just like last night. Last night I was being attacked. This morning I was not being attacked. I'm over it. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm very resilient. But for some reason, there was a lot of evil happening last night. So, you know what I mean? And, oh man, we left these out. Gosh darn it. I wonder if I can still, I think I'll leave them. All right. Making me some nachos over here, y'all. Happiness feels like this feeling in your chest, this very, very peaceful, calm, very serene. That's how I normally am. That's how I am for 90% of the time. Okay. And the focus is to eliminate any stress factors. So trust and believe. If you are a stress factor for me, I am banishing you. So you better hope that it doesn't result in something bad happening in your life. That would not necessarily be my intent. But if that were what God wanted to happen, if that what was meant for you to happen to you, then that is what's going to happen. Now, there are some people that end up doing crazy, stupid stuff like some of these people did to me. And they'll wake up and they'll look at the environment that they're in, and then they'll question it. They'll say, well, why is everything so negative around me? It's because you're just a negative person. I've never been a negative person. You're not going to force me to be negative. I am a very happy person. I am a very happy-go-lucky person. So, and you know what, guys? Oh my fucking God. I have got to do an essential oil. We got to do the aromatherapy class. I think that's the first one that I'm going to do is aromatherapy, meditation, and yoga, beginner's yoga. Starting to do the stretches and stuff. So there's a lot of things that I plan on doing. And I have to stay focused on those things. Okay, that is why your enemies attack you, because they don't want you to use your creativity. That is why I work so closely with the angels. I invoke angels every single day in my house because I know what people are up to. It's very, very sad, codependent, and they don't want you to be happy because they're not happy. Okay, I'm happy. I've always been a very happy person. I was even, and you know what, they tried to tell me that I wasn't a happy baby, but for some reason, I remember always being happy. And if I get to a point where things are very, very unhappy, guess who I call to sometimes when things get really, really bad? It's my fairy godmother. Yes, honey. Y'all wouldn't know anything about that. I'm telling you, it's the shit. It's the shit when you call to the fae, and for some reason they either like it's almost like the fairies, the fairy folk, and the fairy energy replaces all of that negative dark energy. Fairy energy is very powerful. It makes you feel very euphoric. It makes you feel very happy and just light and like, you know, kind of floaty, and you know, you have nothing but positive thoughts. You're not afraid. Okay, you don't have that feeling of fear, because that's what anxiety is. Anxiety sufferers are experiencing fear. So if anybody claims that they have anxiety and they have to take medication for it, then that is a very, very scary, fearful person, okay? People that experience anxiety and fear, They are very, very scared. That's what anxiety is. And it's in their bodies, it's in their minds, it's in their spirits. For me, my spirits are very content. My spirits are very content. I do need to make some offerings to Mama Kali Ma. And, there's also chocolate in the house. I need to make her some offerings, just thinking about that. I got to hurry up and do that for her because she'll start to get pissed off if I don't give her chocolate. Mama Kali Ma loves chocolate. Okay, and she loves other stuff, but chocolate is one of the main things that she really loves. She likes beer. She also likes wine. So a lot of times I don't drink on a regular basis at all. And the reason why is because alcoholism ran so bad and rampant in my family. The people overdoing the alcohol. So, I almost died drinking alcohol once. I overdid it. And it sort of changed me forever when it comes to that. But I do like to drink some red wine every now and then. But you can make her a red wine offering as well with some chocolate. And she'll make all your problems disappear. Okay, your enemies, and here's the whole thing. Your enemies, or if you are the enemy, I'm sorry, there are some people that are just miserable. Every single day is misery. At the end of the day, they can talk about whatever they want to talk about, but the underlying energy that comes from them comes from a very, very miserable place. You can feel that. You can feel the unsettled spirit. You can feel the malevolent energy. You can feel that bad energy on them. You can feel it. And, it's because, and you know what? They don't even probably really even know it. A lot of people don't even realize it. So this is why cleanses are very, very important. I'm sitting up here looking at these people, especially these people that's stalking me, especially these people that are claiming to be spiritual workers. They have no authority over nothing. If they had authority spiritually, that's why I was telling y'all, why would they need to use DFACS? Why would they need to do that? They would just be able to apply their magic and make me die one day. No, they have to use CPS to do their dirty work. And CPS is, let me tell you something. DFACS, when they come to my home, they are apologizing to me. They're very understanding. They know the situation. A lot of them know the situation that's going on. So, you calling them is never going to result in them taking my kids. Trust me, DFACS and CPS, they know how much I love my kids and they know that I take good care of my kids, okay? So you can keep doing it if you want. That's fine with me. Really, to be honest with you, it's really just a small sacrifice to make for the good things that are happening in my life. Okay, so that's like that. Though those are small problems to a big fish. Okay, making some Kool-Aid, y'all. So. Yeah, and let me get me a thing here. What does happiness feel like? It's like this energy, this warm energy that just kind of stirs up inside of you. And it's just so amazing. And it makes you feel very warm and fuzzy. It makes you feel very safe and very secure. And I think that I just have very good spirits. There are some people that have very bad spirits. Spirits that would make them take one look at another person and feel bad about themselves. Okay, I'm sorry if you are anybody. Okay, and my grandmother is here with me. I feel her presence a lot. Because I invoked her earlier today. And my grandma is beautiful. Okay, but what she is saying to me right now is that I'm not the most beautiful woman in the world. But she never hated herself for the color of her skin. Never. But my grandma is beautiful. Okay. She says thank you. So we are kind of having a little conversation here. And I can always tell when a spirit is near me or going through me because my left leg I'll get chills up the leg. It's almost like it's an energy thing. My body gives me signs. So, and y'all know that my grandmother stays close by me. She always has. The day I think shortly after her funeral, my grandmother began to contact me in my dreams. So she was very concerned about me when she passed away, and she came and let me know, and she's been guiding me ever since. But many of you think that you have some kind of power just because you have the power to try to destroy people, but that's not what gives you power. Okay, and a lot of these people can't embrace who they are. They feel ugly, and it betrays. It shows on the outside. How you feel about yourself shows on the outside. Okay, and to be honest with you, I don't want to hear what nobody has to say, because, and see, the same way you made a choice to have the color of your skin is the same reason why you're trying to proclaim that it makes you the most powerful. So you assume that when you incarnated that your dark skin was going to give you all of the power in the world, but okay, let's use logic. If you have power for being dark skinned, then that could mean that somebody else could have power of being lighter complected. Okay, because power can exist in all things. So stop saying that. To me, it bothers me, because that's just like you saying that all dark-skinned women are powerful, and all of them are not. All of them don't realize their power. Some of them don't have any power, especially if you feeling bad about the way you look, sis. So y'all gotta understand that, man. I'm not here just for my fucking health. I'm a VIP. I ain't no damn just anybody. Shit. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm a motivational speaker. And I'm sorry, from what I was told, there was a lot of miserable, in particular, darker skinned people. If you have so much power, then why are you so sad and miserable all the time? Okay, and I've seen lighter skinned ones too. So I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that, because then you got white women and Latino women, and they say that they are just so much more powerful, and they've got it all or whatever. Well, then why are you so miserable? Because that's who the people are that's attacking me: black women, Latino women, and white women, and the same, and they're men, So I'm just telling you that I know that you're miserable. Okay, and being happy is so nice. And one of the things that makes me happy is that I know that I have not done anything to intentionally harm anybody. So right there cuts out 99% of the problem, when you don't have anything on your conscience, when you haven't went out and harmed somebody. Okay, now keep in mind, if I were to ever strike back against any of my stalkers, why would I feel guilt or remorse for that, for trying to destroy somebody that tried to destroy me or destroying them? So you mean to tell me that to survive would make me a bad person, and then I'm somewhat evil because I've survived 3 years of dumb shit, and for some reason these women actually thought they... Let me tell you something. I know for a fact that I got the power to go to my altar and fuck your whole life up. And I will never have to incriminate myself by going and calling no police or sheriff's offices. Now, seemingly, that's the best way to do it, because they say that that's within fairness of the law. Oh, okay. So since people seem to... that to me, we in anarchy right now, honey, is how I feel about the situation. So I can do what thou wilt if you're trespassing on me. And it's not the other way around. I'm not trespassing on your family. And yes, I do have rights. I think it's sad to see a bunch of African American people trying to violate the rights of another brown person. You're not exposing anything. You're not doing anything that has anything to do with for the betterment of the community. You are downright and outright trying to do a witch hunt while claiming to be a witch. Also, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. The fuck out of here. My breathing is fine, honey. If my breathing was bad, don't you think my lips would be purple? My breathing is fine, baby. Oh, I can breathe very good. See how you're reflecting? You the one that can't breathe, honey. The fuck you talking about? My voodoo is working. No, it's not. You have no power. You have no power. I can promise you, honey. The only power that you have is to destroy yourself. So I'm just letting you know, honey. And you know what? If you truly, some of these women do truly have power laying dormant inside of them, but they just don't know how to use it. You don't really know where it's at. You ain't really filled your pussy. You haven't. So, and that's not Jamila's fault, honey, but just to go back to what I want to tell you guys. So, happiness, to truly be content and truly be happy with yourself. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with my breathing. Oh yeah, I can breathe, honey. I was like, what the fuck? That's so random. So what that meant was that person, Kima, they're having trouble breathing. And the air quality in my house is really good also. So I know how to keep the air quality good. We got the right amount of humidity in the house because I have purifiers and stuff and humidifiers and stuff in the house. So we're good over here, honey. We can definitely breathe. Yeah. So yeah, anyway. Um True magicians don't do that. I think that when people did that, I think that they were afraid of being exposed. They already were exposed for being frauds. Have y'all heard from any clients, any of my clients? Have y'all heard them saying that I frauded them? Nope, not an actual real client. Even the clients that I've had issues with. Why? Because they know I'm the real deal. Why? Because I actually manifested the things that they wanted in their life. Okay. I did them good. I did good things for people. So, you can obviously tell. And see, that's why I'm saying it keeps coming up. Why does your fraudulent shit keeps coming up? Because these people, these witches on here are frauds. A lot of them are. Okay. And if you don't really have any true power, you need to really step out of the ring. You need to quit dealing with you're dealing with real witches that, honey, I was born during the 70s. So you know that they had a lot of natural born, they called them indigo children. They were all natural born witches. Why do you think everything became magical? The children that came, the consciousness that came into that. Where do you think all these Disney movies about magic came from? It came from us. See what I'm saying? But you, the older person, because it is an older person and younger people that are being persuaded by that, you don't realize that. You don't realize that. Okay? So we're not going to continue to argue about that, about whose magic works and who doesn't. It will be going back and forth forever. And I don't want to go back and forth with y'all forever. Okay? Oh, Lord, my kids are up there fighting. They're fighting. I'm going to go, guys. I'm getting ready to go up here and lay down in the bed. I'm about to go be lazy. Today is lazy day. That's what Spirits is telling me, to give me some lazy time in. For real. I took my spiritual bath last night. It felt so fucking amazing. I was just laying in there for like about an hour, just like, oh my God, yes. You know what else happiness feels like? Watching one of your old movies that you like. You know, those movies that make you feel really nostalgic. So one of my favorite movies is Poltergeist. And then Carrie is so I think I'm about to go up here and have a scary movie fest. Okay. And we might even play some Monopoly. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Just wanted to come and talk to you guys about happiness and get the cleanses, guys. Ask my clients about my cleanses. Okay? Like, you want to be happy. Like, y'all keep saying people are miserable and this and that, and you want to run around here and do dark magic. It's because you're miserable. Like, my magic comes from being happy. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I will always be. And they say, oh, that's fake. No, it's not, honey. I feel like this, it's this warm fuzziness in my heart. Now, the whole situation with me not getting along with my mother, that bothers me sometimes. Okay. But it hasn't in a very long time because I don't let it. To be honest with you, sometimes when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, you just have to pretend that they're already gone sometimes. I feel really good. Like I feel like I could just like float up to the sky and just God just I feel like God is hugging me. You know that? I feel like God is hugging me right now. Like I don't know why. It's just like really and I haven't taken any ecstasy, no pills, no drugs. Drugs don't make you feel like this. Y'all thought y'all could get the feeling that I get from drugs? Maybe marijuana can help elevate your mind to where you could get to that, but no drugs, no psychotropics or any of those, because y'all addicted to them damn quaaludes and them damn that drugs don't make you feel good. Drugs actually make you feel bad. You can't get the way that I feel and the energy that I give to people from drugs. So get the cleanses, y'all. I've got people right now. Like people come to me, they love it. I love it. I love what I do. So you know what I'm saying. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. Blessed be.